How was the UEFA Champions League made? If you consider yourself to be a big football buff, chances are that you've been following the ongoing UEFA Champions League 23-24. With the premier football club competition in full swing, there's been no shortage of anticipation lately, especially with a round of 16 matches quickly approaching. Some of the biggest clubs in Europe hash it out in this cup, and it's a major hit with football fans around the world. Fun fact, this ongoing season is the league's 69th in history. With 69 years of history to its name, you can't help but wonder what happened 69 years ago that led to the creation of such a long-running yearly competition. Today, join us as we explore exactly that and uncover how the UEFA Champions League was made. The early years of the European Cup. Our story begins 69 years ago in 1955. The world was still relatively fresh out of the World War II era, and during this time, European club competitions remained confined to minor domestic leagues and national cups. There was a desire among football clubs of this time for more extensive and competitive platforms, which led to the idea of a continental tournament. Inspired by the success of intercontinental competitions like the Mitropa Cup and Latin Cup, the notion of a pan-European club tournament gained traction. This concept materialized with the birth of the European Cup in 1955, spearheaded by the French sports newspaper L'Equipe. The inaugural edition took place during the 1955 to 1956 season and featured 16 teams. Real Madrid, a name that remains on the lips of countless football fans to this day, emerged as the first champions, establishing a legacy that would shape the future of European club football. The early days of the Cup saw a straightforward knockout format, wherein only the champions of each national league participated. Single-leg ties characterized the competition, adding an element of intensity and high stakes to each encounter. This simplicity is what contributed to the Cup's initial appeal. However, the tournament's success led to a surge in interest from non-champion clubs, prompting discussions about expanding the competition. Calls for a more inclusive format gained momentum, with football stakeholders seeking ways to represent the broader spectrum of European football. In response to this demand for a more comprehensive competition, UEFA introduced a significant change in the 1991 to 1992 season by incorporating group stages for the first time. The introduction of 4 groups, each comprising 4 teams, marked a departure from the exclusive knockout format. The top 2 teams from each group advanced to the knockout stages, allowing for a more inclusive tournament as demanded. This shift is what laid the groundwork for the upcoming transformation of the European Cup into the UEFA Champions League. Birth of the UEFA Champions League. The transition to the UEFA Champions League proper took place in the 1992 to 1993 season, in which a significant rebranding and restructuring of the competition took place. The decision to rebrand was motivated by a desire to modernize and enhance the tournament's appeal. The UEFA Champions League was introduced to emphasize the prestigious nature of the competition and to create a more marketable brand that resonated with a global audience. Central to this transformation was the introduction of the group stage, a format that allowed more teams to participate and increased the overall competitiveness of the tournament. The expansion from a knockout-only system to a group stage, followed by knockout rounds, opened the door for clubs beyond national champions to show off their talents on the European stage. This change not only diversified the pool of participating teams, but also gave fans much more compelling and varied matchups. The UEFA Champions League's inaugural season under the new format featured 8 groups of 4 teams each, with the top 2 from each group advancing to the knockout stages. The restructured competition was definitely a hit amongst football enthusiasts, with an increased number of matches leading to a more engaging and prolonged tournament. This format also addressed concerns about the exclusion of top-performing clubs that may not have secured domestic league titles. The impact of the UEFA Champions League's new format extended beyond the field. The competition saw a surge in television viewership, attracting a broader audience than ever before. The group stage and knockout rounds. As the years went by, the group stage format underwent some changes and refinements to accommodate the increasing number of participating teams and enhance the competitive balance. The expansion of the number of groups and adjustments to the qualification criteria for the knockout rounds aim to strike a balance between the quality of competition and a broader representation of clubs from various European leagues. Since then, the group stage of the UEFA Champions League has witnessed numerous memorable moments that have left an indelible mark on the history of the competition. There have been some really iconic matches and stellar performances by clubs and players that have boosted the allure of the tournament. Unexpected upsets and underdog stories during the group stage have become a hallmark of the UEFA Champions League, really capturing the essence of football's unpredictability. The significance of the group stage matches extends beyond mere qualification for the knockout rounds. Clubs often face challenging opponents early in the competition, and the outcomes of group stage fixtures can have a profound impact on a team's momentum, confidence, and overall performance in the tournament. Because of this, success in the group stage has proven to be a crucial stepping stone for teams with any hopes of lifting that coveted UEFA Champions League trophy. Then there's the harrowing knockout rounds, which always come with a heightened sense of intensity and drama with their single elimination matches. As teams progress beyond the group stage, the stakes become even higher, with each fixture representing a do-or-die scenario. The single-leg ties add an element of unpredictability, where a single moment of brilliance or a defensive lapse can determine a team's fate. This format intensifies the competition, creating a huge sense of urgency and excitement among players and fans alike. And of course, the UEFA Champions League final stands as the pinnacle of European club football, being the culmination of a season-long journey. Over the years, the final has undergone various changes, including alterations to the venues and host cities. The decision to rotate the final venue among different European cities has added an element of diversity and accessibility to the event, allowing fans from various regions to experience the grand spectacle. Challenges and controversies. The success of the UEFA Champions League over the years was not entirely without controversy, however. It faced some challenges, with one of the most significant being the issue of financial inequality among participating clubs. The distribution of revenue among participating clubs has long been a point of contention, with top clubs receiving a substantial share compared to their less successful counterparts. This financial gap has contributed to discussions about the need for more equitable distribution and financial regulations within European football. In 2021, the proposed creation of a European Super League sent shockwaves through the footballing world. The concept, driven by a group of elite clubs, aimed to break away from existing UEFA competitions and form a closed, more exclusive league. This move was met with widespread backlash from fans, football associations, and governing bodies, showcasing the tensions between commercial interests and the traditions and inclusivity of European football. Other than that, the tournament has also not been immune to controversies related to match fixing and corruption. High-profile scandals have unfolded, leading to investigations and disciplinary actions. UEFA, in collaboration with national football associations and law enforcement agencies, has taken steps to address match fixing and corruption. Strict regulations, monitoring systems, and educational programs have been implemented to maintain the integrity of the Champions League and maintain public trust. As the Champions League confronts these challenges, the need for effective governance, financial fairness, and ethical conduct remains crucial to preserving the tournament's credibility and ensuring its continued success. The Champions League today. Today, as I mentioned, the league still chugs on stronger than ever. The 21st century has witnessed several advances in technology that have changed the game for the tournament, no pun intended. One notable development is the introduction of video assistance referee, or VAR technology. VAR has been implemented to ensure fair play by allowing match officials to review and overturn decisions based on video evidence. This technology has generated both praise and controversy, as it aims to reduce errors, but has also sparked debates over its interpretation and impact on the flow of the game. Then there's the massive globalization of the tournament, with it expanding its reach to a broad international audience. The tournament's matches are broadcast worldwide, reaching millions of fans across different continents. The use of social media platforms has further amplified the global fan engagement, allowing supporters to connect, share their passion, and participate in the conversation surrounding the Champions League. this globalization has made the tournament an absolute juggernaut even beyond Europe, attracting fans from diverse cultures and regions. Clubs participating in the competition have also capitalized on this global appeal to build their international fan bases, which you've definitely noticed by the amount of football jerseys found being worn by fans all around the globe in support of their favorite players. So, that was the story of how the football event you're so invested in underwent a 69-year-long transformation to become the spectacle that it is today. And with the popularity of the event still surging to this day, there seems to be no end in sight for the UEFA Champions League. Hope you learned something from this video. Thanks for watching.